F you, ActiBlizz. For real. And people can respond however they want. Me, they ain't getting my money. They ain't getting my money. No. I am a firm believer. And look, if you got to do it a different way, that's on you. If you gotta play WoW because it, for mental health reasons or, it makes you happy, that's your business. My personal way I go about it is this. People like Activision Blizzard, they're going to listen to one thing and one thing only. Hit them in the damn wallet. Because if you hit them in the wallet, their investors get scared. Their investors get scared, they get scared. Then they might actually shut the hell up and listen and actually change. They don't give a crap about your tweets. They don't give a crap about your feelings. They don't care about any of that. They care about, did you hit the wallet? That's just that's what I personally believe. If you believe something different, that's perfectly fine, Not everybody there is a scumbag, but the scumbags are going to get theirs. That's all I'm going to say. Not everybody there is a scumbag, but the scumbags are going to get theirs. Oh, yes, sir. I almost felt like WoW was fading. Well, it's been fading for a while. I don't know. This feels different. Well, yeah, because this isn't just some he said, she said. This was a state-conducted investigation over a span of 2 years. And then the state sued them, meaning they found some pretty damning stuff. So, while everybody deserves their day in court, if it was up to me, just from the shit I've read, they're guilty. So, my response is hit them in the wallet. The next few weeks will determine, the decisions they make, the responses they make, and how this thing plans out. It will determine their future. The next few steps they take are either going to make or break them. Given their history, they're probably not going to take the right ones. At least I don't have faith that they will. But we'll just see. Their statement showed which way they're going to go. Oh, their statement was very blunt. Because think about this. I know I keep saying this is the last thing I'm going to say on it, but the hypocrisy is real. Y'all remember those allegations that came out against the voice actor of Kael'thas? The original voice actor of Kael'thas? They fired him immediately. And all those allegations got disproven. And that guy's reputation got ruined. But they fired him immediately, saying they take this stuff seriously. Swifty, accused, allegations. Immediately, they excommunicated him, axed his NPC based on it, everything. No proof, disproven. They still haven't done anything about that. But when it's them, when they've been caught with their pants down, not to make a joke about that, it's just to turn a phrase. When they've been caught with their hand in the cookie jar, we would never. Yeah. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. And you know what? He said earlier that he felt vindicated by all this because it was Blizzard that called Asmongold the misogynistic asshole problem with World of Warcraft. I said it from the beginning. Asmongold was never the problem with WoW. You can disagree with his opinions on stuff, but Asmongold was never the problem with WoW. Because think about this. If this kind of stuff is happening in a workplace, what happens to the problem? What happens to the product? Think about that. All these women devs that were dealing with this shit, what do you think happens to the product if they're having to deal with this shit? It devalues. So none of this helps WoW at all. What happens? Shadowlands happens. Makes perfect sense to me, man. Makes perfect sense to me. And you know what? All I'm saying is this. I said this to a few people earlier. I said a purge from the bottom to the top needs to happen. And some folks need to go to jail. Some folks need to get fired and excommunicated from the gaming industry forever. And some folks need to go to jail. Some folks need to go to jail. For real. This is and this isn't even about getting, about, oh, this game's better than this game. This is not even about that. This is not even about that. This is about human decency. Why do you think I'm not nervous? Thinking that like, oh, I'm gonna, get, or am I gonna get a twit longer on how I'm a scumbag of a man if I'm talking to a lady? You know why? Because gentlemen, I'm gonna look you dead in the eye when I say this. Talk to a lady like she's a person and treat her like she's a person and not a thing. If you do this 9.75 times out of 10, nothing bad will happen to you. Women are people, they're not things. I don't care what your daddy, your grandpa, or your drunk ass uncle, or your frat boy dumbass friends have said. I was raised to be a gentleman and to treat women like people. That is one thing I am thankful, or some of the things that I am very thankful to my parents. They raised me to be a gentleman, and my daddy told me when I was going into high school, he said, because if you think about it, this is where a lot of this shit starts. As far as this behavior is concerned, it's where it kicks up to another notch. He told me, before I went into high school, he said, you are going to see some shit that you've never seen before. But you better do this, and you better remember this. You keep your hands to yourself. You don't put your hands on a lady unless she gives you permission. If you do, I am not pulling your ass out of jail. I took that to heart. And you know what? He was right. I will always be thankful to my parents for that. I really will be. Growing up, you didn't think about it. You barely ever saw any female dads at the panels at BlizzCon or at the Q&As. They saw the people that got mentioned in the lawsuit. Funny how that works. You want to make them listen? Hit them in the wallet. Or this lawsuit buries them. I don't know. I do not know what will happen. But I will also say this. Gentlemen. I'm going to look you in the eye again. From here, but I'm going to look you in the eye. Gentlemen. And ladies, but especially gentlemen. If a lady tells you something going on, don't mansplain to her what the heck it was she experienced. Don't tell her anything. Don't give her solutions. Shut the hell up and listen. Don't tell her anything. Listen. That's the first step. That's the first problem with so much of this. Nobody wants to listen. They want to tell you what's wrong. No, don't tell a lady what's wrong. Listen. That's how so much of this gets swept under the rug. They didn't listen. And power to those ladies for putting up with this shit. For real. And like I said, yeah, don't tell her what's wrong. She knows what's wrong. Yeah, don't mansplain. But you know what? Even though this was a horrible thing, I think some good will come from this. Because you know what? With the traction that this has shown and the stuff that it's been also revealed at Riot and Ubisoft, more and more and more, this is starting to show that there is a very obvious problem in the video game industry. And it should be looked at a lot closer. I mean, Square Enix is not perfect. No place is perfect. But I will also say this. I only know of one place getting a lawsuit right now. And that's all we can do, you know? It's about to spark a small hashtag Me Too in the gaming industry. Probably needs to happen, you know?